All right, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, and may the Most High bless you. Want to have this little real talk video for a moment. So this is not a Bible study video, but a real talk. And y'all been asking me about my little input on what's going on down here in Texas, where I stay. This debate and fighting over being allowed to carry guns. If you've been looking at the internet news or catching Channel 8, you've been seeing this, how a lot of people are out in the open now with rifles strapped to them and guns, and how a lot of people are fearful for their life. And I've been saying this for a while, y'all. It's getting to the point where everything is being legalized. And it's a sad time we're living in. The biggest topic, that's the biggest talk that's going on down here right now. It was same-sex marriage, but now it's this thing about the guns, the debate, because people carrying these guns, man, all out in public. Just say you and your family going out to eat to your favorite restaurant, and next to you on the next table, you got a man sitting right there with a rifle. You don't know nothing about that man, where he come from, or how his attitude is, but yet he's sitting beside you and your children, strapped. And that's what's going on now. People all out in the open. And this thing is going to get way out of hand. It's already out of hand. It's been out of hand. Because the sad thing is, people been carrying guns without license and everything. People done already shot up and killed folks. Nowadays, look like everybody got a gun. Am I against guns? No. I believe in guns. I carry a P95. This is a 9mm. 2 clips. And 10 bullets in each one. You know, I'm not using this gun in this video to show out of nothing. I'm saying this is for protection. Because when people try to come up in your house and rob you or try to murder you and your family, the Bible teaches us how to protect ourselves. Now, I know many Christians don't agree with carrying guns, and I understand that. But me, in my house, I'm going to serve the Lord, and I'm also going to serve the one that try to murder me. If he don't get me, I'm going to try to get him. And I have the right to do that. And that's why we have to do things the right way, get licensed, you know. But let's just be real. Ain't too many people going to get licensed on these guns nowadays. Quite a bit is. But you're not going to see me all out in public with this, acting the fool, trying to show off. And I tell youngsters all the time, they think when they get this, that they got power. And I took the, there's nothing in the chamber, y'all, so that's why I'm waving it like this. Got, like I say, the clips is right here. Matter of fact, I'm going to put it down for now. We want to just use that for an example, because it's these crazy people that's getting their hands on guns. It's the dope dealers that's been murdering each other for years, the fools on the streets. And I'm not talking about everybody, but many youngsters and old people have been murdered behind this. Now, this is a handgun. I know most of us know that. But I like to say the long gun. We can say like a shotgun. A lot of people don't even understand that it's already legal to carry a long gun out in the open. But the handgun, that's something different. Now, the sad thing is, both of them can kill you. So what you see on the news and down here in Texas is, you see people out in the open with their guns on in the public, restaurants or wherever they're going, they sitting around like it ain't nothing. And the question is, who got license and who don't? You see what I'm saying? I always say, in the black race, most of our young men die by this. Most of our young men will get their hands on a gun before they get their hands on a textbook. Most of our young men have already killed before they even graduated. And most of them now don't care nothing for graduating. They care about the street life, and they think this is what make them hard. And if you just have to be young and looking at this video, this is not what make you hard. You can live by this and die by this gun. Let's leave that alone. But yeah, most people they already don't understand that it's legal to open carry a long gun, shotgun, but the handgun, you're supposed to have these license. Now, I'm gonna say this. This is my input on this. If you let everybody carry this, it's gonna be a lot of funerals than it already is, y'all. It's gonna be a lot of more innocent people get killed, just like it's been going on. That's why I say this ain't nothing. This ain't nothing new for the streets. The way I grew up, you can get this before you got to middle school. Just being honest, you could get into school with it. And I'm looking at the generation now and how rough it is. It's way more rougher than it was in my time coming up. And these guns, this debate, Lord help us all. My concern is always, especially our children. So many innocent people done been murdered, y'all. I know gangsters now, real talk. I know gangsters, and I was just talking to my cousin the other day. My cousin, he just got licensed for his gun. Carry it everywhere he go. Talking about his handgun. And Lord knows how many of them he got, because he done been at gunpoint. He done been they tried to rob him for his car. So now he can carry his gun. And his mentality and his attitude, he'll been done kill somebody before even thinking about it. And I'm saying that to say, it's a whole lot of people now, like my cousin, that's getting licensed. But I'm saying it also to say, it's a whole lot of people like my cousin with the attitude that would never get licensed. So whether they got a license or not, they still gonna have this. Y'all see my point? It don't matter what the debate is and the fight and the arguing and all this stuff, because especially in the hood, you can get your hands on this quick. Now me, I would never buy a gun from somebody off the streets. This P95 Ruger right here, serial number, this gun is brand new. Brand new. And one owner. You looking at him. And you buy these guns off these streets, you don't know what you're buying and how many bodies it got on it. I'm trying to rightly divide this video, y'all, if y'all catch what I'm saying, because I am not against guns. I'm not against a whole lot of things that most Christians are against. And y'all know why I say that, because some of y'all was asking me my take on the death penalty, when people just cold-blooded murder these kids and stuff, and then we want to sit up and say, you know, they don't need to die when they done took a 5-year-old life. Hey, you better go back and read the Old Testament. I'm going to tell you this again. The Most High designed the first death penalty. So, I love people, but I don't love this sin and this stupidity and all this murdering that people are doing. That's why I'm standing on what's real in this video. Now, I'm going to tell you why I'm saying all this. Because if you can be able to carry a conceal or open without any kind of rules or regulations, no license, do we really understand what that means in this world? Your license is basically, we could say, like the Constitution. Now let me take this to the Second Amendment for those who might not know what the Second Amendment is. I know most of us do. We all should know what the Second Amendment is. But if you just happen to be looking at this video and don't know what the Second Amendment is, the Second Amendment is the part of the United States Bill of Rights that protects the right of the people to be able to carry firearms. In other words, it's a provision that provides the people with a way to protect themselves as a group or as an individual. Growing up in the hood, we didn't wait on the police. You know why? The police never would show up until after everybody was dead. So growing up, it wasn't too many people with license to carry a gun. But we in the hood would take matters in our own hand, wouldn't we, K-Ray? We wouldn't worry about the police because the police feared coming out here. I'm still in the same place. And I'm saying it to say, once again, the beautiful thing about the guns. Because think about it, K-Ray. K-Ray done been at where people done tried to break in on him. And he had to pull his strap out. Think about it, if somebody coming in your house, they bold enough to break in your house, they bold enough to take your life and your child's life. And if you can get to your gun before they kill you, may the Most High bless you. I'm just being real, y'all. The reason why I'm talking about this so hard because down here, somebody getting murdered with a gun every day, y'all. Stabbed or something. In the school, they just had another high school shooting up in Oregon. All these high schools, middle schools, even in elementary schools, people are running up in these schools with guns. They even trying to get some of these teachers to be able to carry guns, y'all. Just being real. The OCT, which is the Open Carry Texas, man, folks don't know what to do, man. This reminds me of this movie, I want to say it was called Purge. Or it's one coming out, might be the second one, Purge. But in this movie, people are enjoying their lives, walking down the street, going wherever they're going or whatever. But at a certain time in that movie, the time hit where you better get home, get up off the streets, but it don't matter where you go because it's not safe. They are allowing everything to go on, which is murdering somebody, killing, raping. It's going to go on, and the police, nobody going to be able to help you. I felt like that growing up. That ain't just a movie to me. That was our lifestyle growing up. So what you see going on ain't just in the movie now. It's something about these movies, how they, and believe it or not, somebody gonna look at that movie and get an idea on how to kill somebody else. Y'all know I'm just keeping it real, y'all. So what you see with this Second Amendment, just to sum all this up, let me see, how do I put this in the right way? With the Second Amendment, what you see people doing is trying to defend their Second Amendment right to carry their guns. Now, I'm going to say something off the wall before I wrap this video up. If you study deeply on the Second Amendment also, what I'm going to say is what most folks don't want to say. The Second Amendment also was put in play to keep slaves in line. Go back and study. So like I say, and then I want to say this if I'm not mistaken, but P.P. Jones, I want to say you close to Georgia, or I know Minuteman is, or I don't know if y'all all the way in Georgia or something like that. But if I'm not mistaken, and correct me if I'm wrong on this, my brothers, but if I'm not mistaken, didn't they just pass gun laws down there for people to even carry guns pretty much anywhere? Even in the airport. Now, think about this as I close. The stand your ground law. Now, with all these guns out now and people being able to tote guns, here's the question. How many stand your ground murders are you going to have now? We all remember what happened with George Zimmerman and Trayvon Martin. He wasn't even a cop. Neighborhood watchman. Now I'm saying it again to say you're going to have dope dealers continue to get into it with each other, gangsters, thugs, shoot each other up. Innocent kids going to get killed. You even got more shootings inside of the church buildings now. Y'all remember I talked about that one last year. Come up in the church gun, blasting. Don't need no license. In this life, you can pretty much get anything without a license now. You can go online as a normal person and buy doctor in front of your name now. Y'all see what I'm saying? You can get a reverend or a bishop in front of your name for what is it, about $80, $90 now. If it done went up, I don't know. My point is, it does not matter what you try to do. Evil people are still going to do what they're going to do. Am I saying everybody with a gun is evil? No, I wouldn't dare say that. I'm talking about the crazy people with guns. Just like I tell my twin brother, I say, boy, you don't need one of these because your attitude too bad. He always laugh at him. I say, you too quick to snap. And people that snap quick, they think about consequences later on. They love to do what they do and worry about whatever happened to them later. So that's my 2 cents on this fighting over these guns, man. This is real what I'm talking about. It's real and it's going on right now as I speak. And mark my words, somebody else will be shot up in public at a restaurant before the end of the day, probably. This is the way these guns, people with these crazy mentalities is doing with these guns, y'all. Y'all remember this? I had this in that old preacher video, and some of y'all say, was that a real gun? Yeah, you best believe it's real. Let it click for you. You hear that? Yeah, it's real. Look at that bullet hole. You see that hole? That's not a BB gun hole. You see that hollow point, that hollow tip? This thing will take you out. I'm just making a point, y'all. So with that being said, let's be careful. Let's pray for one another. It's coming down to where it don't matter where we go or where we live. It's already past that. It don't matter where you are and where you live at. Even in the most richest neighborhoods over here, people are scared and fearing for their life. Because people with these, that's crazy. And if you ain't got a gun, somebody getting stabbed up with a knife. If they ain't getting stabbed with a knife, they getting beat up with a baseball bat or something, y'all. So it's just coming down, and it's already heard of what we really living in. I'm praying hard for every one of y'all. Y'all keep me lifted up in prayer. I love you. And to my youngsters, if you happen to be looking at this video again, don't let this take you to your grave. And to the real folks that's spiritual and believe in what I'm saying, y'all know I'm telling the truth about a gun. It's the religious folks that always want to give you all them scriptures and to a gun be pointed at them. If somebody, I'm trying to close this video, but I like to make this point. If you see somebody getting ready to kill your little daughter or your nephew or your mama, whoever that's close to you, are you going to run up to them and pray for them? I leave y'all with that. Are you going to pray for somebody? If you see them holding up a stove, you going to run there and say, brother, let me pray for you while you got that gun in your hand? Or are you going to take off running? Or if they coming up to you and you licensed, you got a license, you going to sit there and just say, God told me I can't kill nobody. And they blow your head off. I'll leave y'all with that. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed day.